Hello and welcome to History of the Day series of Triumph IAS.
Let's start from the important events happened on 24th February. National Science Day. National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate discovery of the Raman effect, which led to Sir C.V. Raman winning the Nobel Prize. In 1986, the National Council for Science and Technology Communication asked the Government of India to designate 28th February as National Science Day, which the then Government of India accepted and declared the day as National Science Day in 1986. The first National Science Day was celebrated on 28 February 1987. On 28 February each year, National Science Day honors Chandrasekhara Venkat Raman as C.V. Raman, an Indian scientist and physician, for discovering the Raman effect. Every year, it is celebrated to honor the value of science and to serve as a reminder of the influence it has had on humankind's way of life. In honor of India's G20 leadership, the event this year has the theme Global Science for Global Wellness. In 1986, the Government of India, under then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, designated 28 February as National Science Day to commemorate the announcement of the discovery of the Raman effect. Raman effect, also known as Raman scattering, is the change in the wavelength of light that occurs when it is deflected by molecules. A light beam traversing through a transparent sample of a chemical compound sees a small fraction of the light emerging in a different direction to that of the incoming beam. A small part of that light has a differing wavelength from the incident light. This is because of the phenomenon known as Raman effect. The discovery of DNA structure. They were hardly modest, these two brash young scientists, who in 1953 declared to patrons of the Eagle pub in Cambridge, England, that they had found the secret of life. But James Watson and Francis Crick's claim was a valid one, for they had in fact discovered the structure of DNA, the chemical that encodes instructions for building and replicating almost all living things. The stunning find made possible the era of new biology that led to the biotechnology industry and, most recently, the deciphering of the human genetic blueprint. Now let's move towards the death anniversaries of 28th February. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Rajendra Prasad, Indian politician, lawyer, and journalist who was the first President of the Republic of India. He also was a comrade of Mahatma Gandhi early in the non-cooperation movement for independence and was President of the Indian National Congress. He gave up his law practice and started a national college near Patna, 1921. The college was later shifted to Sadakat Ashram on the banks of the Ganga. The non-cooperation movement in Bihar spread like wildfire. Dr. Prasad toured the state, holding public meeting after another, collecting funds and galvanizing the nation for a complete boycott of all schools, colleges, and government offices. He urged the people to take to spinning and wear only khadi. Bihar and the entire nation was taken by storm. The people responded to the leader's call. The machinery of the mighty British Raj was coming to a grinding halt. The British India government utilized the one and only option at its disposal: force. Mass arrests were made. Lala Lajpat Rai, Jawaharlal Nehru, Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das and Maulana Azad were arrested. Then it happened. Peaceful non-cooperation turned to violence in Chauri Chaura, Uttar Pradesh. In light of the events at Chauri Chaura, Gandhiji suspended the civil disobedience movement. The entire nation was hushed. A murmur of dissent began within the top brass of the Congress. Gandhiji was criticized for what was called the Bardoli retreat.